Welcome to Write That Book.
We're Barry Fox and
Nadine Taylor.
the authors, ghostwriters, and book coaches of dozens of books, including many memoirs like Diana and Dottie, A Love Story.
In this series, we'll be talking about memoirs. And in this episode, we're going to talk about memoir theme.
So the theme is the common thread that runs through the memoir. It's the central idea, the motivating principle that turns this sort of random collection of stories into a really good, compelling narrative.
Common themes include coming of age,
Coping with loss,
discovering your own strength,
learning a vital lesson,
and others include things like family struggle or good versus evil, going for broke, finding the love of your life, or other things like that.
So what's your common thread? As you sit down to write your memoir, what's the thread that's going to turn your assortment of stories into a powerful narrative?
To find out, you just start by reviewing your favorite life stories. Those, amusing, dramatic, or heart-wrenching tales that you've been telling your friends for years.
So for each story, ask yourself, did this incident, or rather, what did this incident mean to me when it happened?
And what does it mean to me now?
All right, so what did it mean then, and what does it mean now? And how did it help me become the person I am today, for better or for worse?
Then you sort your stories according to where they occurred, how they affected you, who else was involved, how old you were, and so on.
So you continue to group and regroup these stories until the themes begin to emerge. Imagine you're dealing cards out on the table and putting them in different piles and columns and rows and keep rearranging them.
Some are going to naturally go together, and that's how you figure out your
Right.
groups.
Yeah, and don't try to push it to make the groups and the themes appear.
Just keep sifting through the stories, and eventually several themes are going to appear.
That's guaranteed. And sooner or later, among the several themes, one will grab your attention and refuse to let go.
And that becomes your primary theme.
Right. So now that you have your primary theme, go back through your stories and decide which stories work with your theme and which don't.
So be ruthless about this. Even if a story is one of your particular favorites, if it doesn't fit in with your theme, you got to put it in the reject pile.
Yeah, remember, the memoir is driven by theme, not so much by stories. The stories work when they support the theme, but they have to work with the theme.
And eventually you're going to end up with a viable theme and several point-on stories that support it.
And when you have the theme and the stories that support it, you've got the makings of a great memoir.
Definitely.
So we hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please hit the subscribe and like buttons below.
And if you'd like help with your memoir or other type of book, contact us. We are
Barry Fox.
and Nadine Taylor, ghostwriters and book coaches.
See you next time.